Hi, my name is Friendly and welcome to another video on the subject of gesture drawing. For this video I thought to do just a gesture drawing session, meaning I just wanted to give you guys a view of what a typical daily gesture drawing session looks like for me. And I've been getting a lot of questions from artists on forums lately about where I get my reference from. And I simply, most of my gesture drawing reference come from Pinterest. So if you don't have an account on that site, I highly recommend it. All right, so let me see. Okay, let me just start drawing here. And I'm not going to do this under any particular time limit. So I just give myself the time to relax and just enjoy the act of capturing the action. Okay, so when I when I do these gesture drawings, I tend to start on the part of the figure that feels the most energetic. That's the most energy level for me. And in this case, it's around the torso area here. So just start pushing back, going over, getting a sense of mass there. Just like pushing up. His leg, dragging behind here, over the ankles. See, I need a sense of structure, so I look for the center line, make some corrections there. See, the other hip would be that area. His leg is shooting out. The legs are very parallel to each other in the reference, so I will attempt to change that a little bit in my drawing just to make it a little more interesting. Okay, so correct the hips there. Knees sticking out. His foot is really carrying a lot of the weight of the body. Looking for the shoulders. His arms shooting up in space. Looking at this angle. Shoulder blade, usually just use a simple triangle to indicate the shoulder blade to start with. Over the wrist. The fingers are bending a little bit. See a bit of the thumb there. That side, then you have the ball. You have the outer shoulder. And I'm drawing through so I can get a good placement for the arm. It's bending, it's touching the ball here. Same for the thumb. bending. At the head. I'm checking the rhythmic connection between the front of the rib cage and the back of the head. It will help me to place the head properly. Around here, the angle of her face is still not matching what I'm looking at. Something more like this. Going over her hair. The rib cage would be around there. It's really sticking out. Can really feel how the rib cage is pushing out. Then we've got the abdomen area coming out of that. Seems to be some folding of your clothing going on there. I get a little bit of the clothing in there. Okay. Over, around. See that the foot is a little off. I think I made the angle of this one a bit too. The angle is a bit off. Since I work in digitally, one easy solution would be to tilt her a little bit. There you go. Let me see. Let's quickly do a. When I'm dealing with shadows in these quick gesture drawings, I just draw a quick abstract shape. I'm not necessarily copying what I'm seeing. It's just a quick abstract shape to ground the character, give a sense that the figure is standing in a three-dimensional space. Let's see, your muscles really flexed here. It seems to be an important happening for this action, so I go back to define that a little bit. Alright. Just add a little shadow to the ball there to give it a sense of form. Darken the shape of the hair. Okay, that's it for this one. Save it. Put it here. Go for the next one. Again, I look for the part of the body that feels the most energetic, and again, it's what's happening in the torso area here. There's quite an extreme bend, so I start with that. Going over, getting a sense of mass. There's a lot of tension on their arms since they are carrying the weight of the whole body during this action. Just a quick simple shape for the hands. Take into account the perspective. Remember the figure is it exists in a three-dimensional space. So don't forget to take perspective into account, even in these quick, loose drawings. Loose doesn't mean that you have to be sloppy. You definitely want to keep the fundamentals in mind. Okay, looking for the center line, the hips going over this leg, shooting out in space. It's going away in this direction. Now it seems that the leg's a little too short, maybe. Let me see. The foot is shaped uh, in a manner that allows it to effectively hold the ball in place. It's a very nice example of form following function. The muscle is very flexed here, you can clearly see that. Yeah, I think I drew that foot. It's a little off, should be a little longer. Okay, I think about where the hip is at the other side, so I can properly connect the the other leg. Okay, this leg is shooting out this direction in space. See, bend. Putting her hair, the ear. It's darkening the shape of her hair. Defining, just drawing a line to define the muscle a little bit in her thigh. Defining her chest area to give a better sense of structure with the elbow and such. Give a bit of form to the ball. Alright. got the other one. Just put it a bit over here. Let's go to the third and last one. Again, I can sense most of the energy being in the band of the torso. So there is where I start. Going around, looking for the center line. Shoulders pushing up. Arms coming down. Going around the wrist. The hand is wrapping around the ball. It's bending your neck and head. Okay, and go to see what's happening with her leg here. Stretching. Seems like they need to be longer. Over. Leg is stretching. Shooting up in space. Indicate the hips there to help me get a better sense of structure. Getting any shape for the knee. Locking in your foot. A shape for the hair. I'm drawing with a thick brush, so can't really go into any details. Let's see. Feel the corner of the rib cage there. It's pushing out. Go over. Put in a bit of her clothing. Kneecap there at the front. If this leg is stretch, it would be tension on the quadriceps muscle. So I define it a little more to clearly communicate that it's doing some work there during this action. Again, I'm drawing through. I've been thinking about the mass of the revocation, where the shoulder is located at the other side, how it's coming down. how this hand is wrapping around the leg. It's like the head is a little too small. Drawing the bottom plane of foot. And just an abstract shape for a shadow there to ground the figure. And that's it for this one. Just line them up here. So this is generally how I approach all the gesture drawings that you see me posting uh, regularly on the forums, just in case you were wondering how I tackle those. And sometimes I just go about doing it like this, meaning that don't have any timer. Uh, I don't have any set time limit. I just relax and give myself the opportunity to really analyze these actions. And other times I will do like 1 minute poses, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and such. Okay, but the thought process remain the same. I'm looking for, as I explained in other videos, I'm looking for the leading edge first, meaning the part of the body that has the highest level of energy, and I start from there, and then I look for the pad of rhythm in the figure, and use simple shapes and forms to start defining the form and structure. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.